Fred Green. You know what's funny? You're saying that we haven't met in person?
Never.
That's goofy because I feel like we know each other.
Oh,
I know we've spoken a million times, but I can't believe I haven't been face to face with you.
And it's been since. I'm so glad to get you back on. It's been like since 2018.
Wow.
But we started the podcast. I remember calling you, going, "We're doing a podcast," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah. What is a podcast?
Yeah, it's on iTunes.
Well,
what's iTunes?
I know.
This was 2005 or 2006 probably.
Yeah.
First time I reached you.
No, for sure.
TourStriker was not that old at that point.
So you talked to me more as I think I might have just been coaching.
Yes.
And then it started into products. We came up with the original club.
Right.
That's
when I first contacted you was the 7-iron.
Yeah. And then it's morphed into lots of products. And this year we've taken, a good golf nerd now. This is kind of the golf nerd's toolbox, because within this you have 3 aim sticks. So you got a couple of red ones and a white one. And what you're looking down at right there is the basic configuration of, you have target line, golf ball location, stance, different placements for where your feet can go. Here's your shaft pitch if you want it, and a million other little drills and ditties that we use.
You are so creative.
Tinker Toy Grandmaster Champion when I was 12, wasn't even close. You're laughing, I'm serious.
But when are these all your ideas, or do people come to you going, I got this idea to do something?
So I have some patents that are my own. This was an iteration of a Canadian guy's product that was purchased by a buddy of mine that I took over, and then I made it my own. We added those rotational clutches because, so you see how you can rotate that thing right there?
Okay.
So that's how you can individualize it for an iron.
Uh-huh.
And then that's, so that was kind of cool. I'm proud of that thought. That was a unique thought. That was a Martin Chuck thing right there.
So you're plastered all over the internet. Every time I'm watching a video, you pop up until I hit skip.
Good. I'm like a cockroach. I'm hard to get rid of.
But you know what? There's many times where I'm about to hit skip ad, and I keep watching and I keep watching. And that is because of you. One of the things that I tell people frequently when I'm out on the golf course, and I say, so if this is the ball and you're a right-handed hitter, tell me, where is the club supposed to be? So, if you say, my swing is a circle, the bottom of the circle, where's the bottom of the circle on your club face?
Right.
And most people will tell me, if we're looking at the camera, if I'm going that way, most people will say here or here.
Yeah.
And Martin Chuck always says, and Fred,
the bottom of your swing is not the ball.
The bottom of your swing is just in front of it.
Yeah.
So I need to know, how do I know how to find the bottom of my swing? What is it, and how do I get the ball out of my head?
So golf smarter, right?
Yes,
golf
sir.
smarter.
Still.
So aim sticks, I love this. If you have the ability to practice on grass, this can be your buddy. So what I'll do is I'll set this on grass. I do the aim stick dance. I'll use the balls of my feet and I will press this impression into the grass. That impression will stay there for quite a while. Then you just line golf balls up just slightly ahead of the impression you make in the grass. So you've got a little valley that you can see. People around you can't even see it. But now when you touch the ball and brush the grass, you want that touch to be on the target side of that little valley impression that you've stepped on. Now at the school, to make it more illustrative, we will take a bit of spray paint, we'll make a line, and we'll put golf balls against that. But you're a superintendent, or if you're on a mat, you don't want to do that. If you're on a mat, you can take a towel, lay it flat, lay it 4 or 5 inches behind the golf ball, because the angle of attack, buddy, for a good striker, it's just fractional. It's only, if that's level, it's only minor. But you do want that circle, if that's the bottom of my divot, my elbow, and the golf ball's here, you do want a subtle angle of attack onto the ball. Why? So you don't touch stuff before you touch the ball. You don't want to touch the grass before you touch the ball. Now, if there's, in the rough, obviously, you're going to touch grass. That's part of the challenge. The rough causes an issue with golfers because grass is basically a bag of water. When you lubricate the face, you take away the predictability of the spin and the launch, and thus you get what's called a flyer. So when a golfer smokes an 8-iron out of the rough and it goes way over the green, they're all proud of themselves. They go, man, I smoked that. That's because you had a condition where the ball hit the face, reduced loft, the ball launched high with no spin. Basically, it's like hitting a good drive, but you hit it with an 8-iron, and the ball goes too far. Now, somebody might feel all helium-chested because they hit an 8-iron 170, but if it went over the green out of bounds, your score just went up. Right. Good players hit the ball cleanly. They get a nice spin profile. The ball goes where they want it to. Good golf is about knowing where the ball is about to stop. So if you know where the ball is about to stop before you hit it, you're a really good golfer. Putting, driving. Well, in driving, we want it to stop 320.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. But what's interesting is the guy who hits that 8-iron, and now he's thinking, oh, I hit my 8-iron 160. Now he's thinking every time and comes up short every time after that.
So it's being truthful to yourself. Like sometimes at the camp, we have, like, if you look at that carpet right there, for the viewers, there's a blue carpet and a red carpet. Let's say the red carpet was the fairway cut, and the blue carpet was just nice fluffy grass everybody loves to hit their irons out of. Don't they love it all propped up? Love it, right?
Yeah.
The problem, so I'll get our Force Quad out and we'll set the golf balls there. They'll hit a couple crispy 8-irons. Let's say they fly the ball 130 with an 8-iron, predictably. When you put them in the fluffy stuff, they'll get that moisture in there. They'll get a little bit of that grass in there. The ball's going to fly 140, 152, 147, 160 because of that lubricant getting in the way, like creating that skid and lack of spin. And if something doesn't have spin and it lands on the green, it's not stopping, it's going over. Whenever you hit it over a green, it's way harder to get it up and down.
Oh yeah,
because the green's always tilted. Yeah, you're chipping down a hill. It's harder to get it to stop. I'd way rather miss short of the green and chip up a hill.
What's this?
Which leads me to that. Do you like that segue?
I love that.
See what I'm doing there?
I'm like,
you know what my pet peeves are?
What's that?
Trash and bad grips. Okay, and trash.
Trash on the golf course?
Trash anywhere. Hate it.
Go to Japan.
Put your damn trash in the trash can. Cigarette butts, no business anywhere. Put them in the trash. Put them in tissue paper like George Newton, my mentor. Then throw them away when you're done, when you get in your trash can.
I was in Japan this year.
Yeah.
There's no trash cans.
Good for the Japanese.
Anywhere.
Oh, what do they do?
Anywhere.
Where do they keep their trash
take it home.
Well, there you go.
And no one's walking down the road drinking coffee or anything. You drink it at the place. You eat your food at the place. You go on your way.
Wow.
There's no trash cans and it's spotless. So you should go.
So here's a tactile auditory device. You can hear it in my mic.
Right.
So if you grip it, so if you give this to a normal golfer and you say, hey, would you grip this? They're basically going to not know how to get their hands on because they really haven't been taught by a pain in the rear teaching pro. Like I'm a pain in the rear teaching pro.
It's true.
I will make you grip it correctly for your own good. So when you put your hands on nicely, what you get is a condition where you can have this. See how I'm gripping it within the indicator?
Right.
So now when you do that, there's just a good looking pair of golf hands. So now the club lay down effectively. There's your shallow inside out path because the club head's behind my hands as I unwind.
So you want the click.
You want the click. You want the click somewhere in transition. So there's a variety of ways of using this too. This is one way to help the golfer learn how to grip it nicely. So see I'm making a soft bent back fist?
Yeah.
And my fingers are within the indicator. Now in transition, a little bit of wrist flexion's a good deal.
That's really good.
Okay.
I've always had the problem with my left wrist.
Little cuppy?
Yeah, and coming
most people
here at top.
Yeah, so
trying really hard.
I don't mind a bit of this, Fred, as long as it goes that way. Okay. So swing length and extension, like Fred Couples. You're Fred, he's a Fred. Okay, that's wonderful. But see, he has this look on the way down. A lot of cuppy people just pull the handle down, and then the click happens too late.
Right.
I want the click to happen early so you have time to square the face.
Oh, I need one of these.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a really big deal. You learn how to grip it nicely, and then you learn how to get the click to happen way before you get to the ball. And then guess what happens after impact? Just like throwing a frisbee, it comes out.
Comes out, another click.
Another click. So we have protocols on my website. You can wear it here, you can wear it on this hand.
Sure.
But the reason I made it was my own personal frustration with golfers. I love you all, but I kind of want to grab you and give you a shake once in a while.
Be nice.
I'm being nice, but you'll play golf your whole life and you think you grip it correctly. You really do. But I'd say 8 out of 10 of the people that come to my golf school played golf a long time. We have a blast at the Raven in Phoenix, Arizona, but they don't really get their hands in a place where they can leverage the club nicely. And then we'll change it on them after they've done it for a ton of time. And they'll be like, man, that feels weird. I'm like, congratulations, it should feel weird. You made a subtle change.
Right.
You know, so that's a big deal.
What's the price point on these?
These are, I want to say $60.
Okay.
You know, obviously there's a show special. Yeah, they are. They're on our website.
Great.
These guys, a toolkit. Obviously, I'd say this is the PGA Tour's most favorite training product is the Smart Ball, the lanyard on the ball, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Let's have a quick demo on that.
Yeah, change on that too. What's coming out? So this is a really simple product. Out of frustration, there's always been a product that's been coaches have used between elbows. So people, if you can manage what's interesting, notice how if you can manage your elbows, you're managing your wrists. Okay. If my elbows are doing funny things, my wrist can click along, especially over here.
Sure.
So see what's happening?
Yeah.
But if I'm managing my elbows and they're not separating, you don't hear any clicking. So when people manage their arm width, they have better chance at managing their hands. And then the other thing that benefits is if you're not separating your elbows at impact, you're teaching your body to rotate and stand up correctly. So see, like they don't even know why this works. Doesn't matter if they know. Just start off putting this below your elbows, above your wrists, and hit 20-yard pitch shots for an hour or 15 minutes. And then when you can hit, the problem with this is people won't give enough of a chance, but Rory McIlroy will, Fitzpatrick will, Justin Rose will, I can go on and on. The best players in the world use this regularly to manage the width of how their elbows work. So then we changed a little bit. We have an option. Here's a sleeve the ball fits within.
Okay.
So the sleeve can be worn up high, so the golfer doesn't pin his arm to his chest too much. Okay, or it can be worn low, so the golfer, if he doesn't want to have it around his neck, he can put it here. The problem with it, if it's just on a sleeve, is people will cheat and don't even know they're cheating. Humans are an interesting bunch, right? When it's hanging here, then you'll know you're cheating because it falls.
But it stays, you don't have to go pick it up.
Right, you don't have to chase it. If it's windy, you know what I mean? So, and then we've got other stuff. We got our Plane Mate, which has been a wildly successful product. Impact Strap. Yeah, we're having fun, man.
And you're still teaching?
Every day.
Out at the Raven?
Every day. Golf school every week.
Oh, so great to see you again.
And likewise.
See you for the first time.
This is crazy. I feel like I know him.
Well, we've known each other for at least 15 years.
Yes.
Right?
Now in person. Wow. Good.
But I was just starting out. I was like, I need lessons. And
how many thousand podcasts have you done now?
So this summer we'll be up to 900.
900. See, I thought you were already over the 1,000.
Not there yet.
That's crazy.
I don't know if I'll still be around, but
Hey man,
still doing
I'm honored to be on, and everybody out there, golf fans, I'm your people. You're my people. We golf, we're friends.